So I like to store mushrooms in paper bags. Plastic bags seem to promote moisture and slime. The paper bags absorb a little bit of the moisture. Hey, this is Monty Reed, and today we're talking about morel mushrooms. Oh my goodness. Sad thing about forest fires, lots of destruction. Good thing about forest fires, 1 year later, these morel mushrooms pop up out of the ground like crazy, and they are delicious. When transporting them, we collect them in buckets and then transport them in paper. But these mushrooms, they are from over a week ago, and we've stored them in the fridge, and now we're just going to put them in here and soak them with water. I'm going to let them soak for about 20 minutes to rehydrate them a little, and of course we'll rinse out pine needles and that sort of thing. There's a little bit of moss and pine needles that come with them when they're fresh picked, so just need to sort through. We'll just let it soak for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to throw into a pan with some butter. And that's the only spice you need is the butter. There's a little bit of salt. Of course, the morel mushrooms don't need anything added. You might throw a little chef's choice in, but I'm just going to cook these with butter, and you are going to absolutely love them. So after the morels have soaked for 20 minutes, put this colander on top to hold them down. And you can see they've puffed up a little bit. They've got some of their moisture back. You can see a lot of pine needles and moss and stuff that came out. And then we're just going to rinse these guys. After we've rinsed them, I'm going to give them a little bit of a shake, and then we'll put it in the pan. So with the morels, the little guys, just leave those alone. But these larger ones, we'd like to cut them in half because they're going to cook a lot better. And because they've soaked in the water for 20 minutes, then we're going to just throw in the pan to start with, dry them out a little, and then we'll put the butter in there. I've got it on high heat to start with, and we're just trying to get the excess water out to get them back to their tender texture, like when they're fresh picked. So once you've cooked the water down, these down to the texture, tenderness of fresh picked. These are still a little wet, so I'll let these cook just a little bit more. It sounds like a lot, but I put a 1/4 cup of butter in there, basically half a stick. So I know it sounds like a lot. My brother told me that, so I'm going to give it a try. Now, I've smelled a lot of mushrooms, but oh my goodness, this morel has a unique flavor. It's definitely a mushroom flavor, but it's quite unique. I'm not even really sure how to describe it, but it is, wow, amazing. And then what he said, saute it for just 3 minutes, and then we're going to sprinkle in just a teaspoon of flour right at the end and a little bit of cream to make a sauce. And that from Chef Todd. Thanks, Chef Todd. And to finish, we're going to sprinkle some flour in, and then we want that flour to cook into the butter. And I think with this, 1 teaspoon wasn't enough. I'm going to add a little bit more. Probably said tablespoon, and I just thought teaspoon. So anyway, there you go. 2 teaspoons, or tablespoon and a half. So that flour and oil will bond, cooking, giving it a toasty flavor. And then add a little bit of cream to turn that into a sauce. And make sure that all the flour gets toasted, because otherwise it'll have a pasty dough flavor. You want it to de-cooked. There we go. Now, let me turn that down so we don't overcook them. So now we're just toasting the flour, and then we're going to add a little bit of cream to turn that flour and butter into a sauce. There we go. Deglaze the pan with that little bit of cream, so that toasted flour and butter has come off of the pan and turned into what looks like an amazing, delicious morel mushroom sauce. And today we're going to serve that with the, you can actually have it plain, but straight up it's pretty good. And I'm going to serve it with the coconut curry. So there we go, coconut curry with morel mushrooms. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Wow, that cream sauce, totally unique. I mean, you can taste the mushroom, but it's almost an Alfredo kind of, it's amazing. You really have to try it. There you go. Morel, fresh morels, picked in Washington. Oh my goodness, delicious. And of course we got it with the coconut curry. Have a great day.